All right, there we go. We want to officially welcome you guys to the Saturday training call. Today, we're going to have a ton of ambassadors on. You're going to be hearing from the ambassadors regarding our announcements, our enhancements, and the unbelievable, just magical experience we had on the ambassador trip for the past week in Las Vegas, Nevada. We got home late last night. Was trying to build some slides. I think everybody here feels like they're jet lagged, legged over, but we're charged up. It's like, oh my gosh, how many people can I call today, right? It's one of those incredible feelings. But we got Danny Segmental getting on. He's at the airport. Danny Bling Bling on his way to Tahiti. We had the French ambassadors there. We're going to get Deborah Taylor, Cynthia Sly. I'm going to grab Tatiana here momentarily. What's up, Danny?
What's going on? Let me second. Let's promote. All right. You can hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm at you guys' favorite airport. I'm at LAX right now.
Very nice.
Oh, I can remove this.
We just grabbed Deborah Taylor. I know that Cynthia Slice says she's going to be a minute.
While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and just say that again. Guys, this was an unbelievable week. Marie and I, we've been in the industry over 3+ decades, and we've never had a week like this. We've had events, we've had different things go on. We've had, big leaders, conferences and get-togethers, etc. But David and Adela, they definitely showed up and they showed out. It was the most impressive week, the best week ever. I'll say it that way again. It used to be a show back out in back a few years back, and they call it the best week ever. And guys, I'm telling you, when we describe what happened this past week, it was the best week ever. No question about it, Todd. This tops anything and everything that we've ever been to or been a part of in this industry. And when you guys hear about it, you're going to be, wow, you got to be kidding me. And the only challenge is we wish you were all here. Anybody that was at this event would be here with David and Adela and Travorium for life. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, and I want to say, because this is for, I don't know if it's for one person or 10 people, but I'm feeling it right now, that you will be here at the next ambassador experience the next time we do it. So I don't know who I'm looking at in the camera, but something told me to tell you that you will be here at next ambassador experience.
Wow. Unbelievable. Todd, I can't wait till we get into this and hear from all the other amazing ambassadors that were there. We got to love on some of the French ambassadors for the very first time, and it was unbelievable. That language difference, boy, by the time we were done, it was a hug fest and an emotional, I don't know when. I was just so happy to meet all of the people that were there, and the French people, trying to communicate with them was amazing. So I don't know what to say.
Merci. Oui.
Bonsoir. Comment allez-vous? En français, s'il vous plaît. Learned a few little things, but it was just absolutely amazing, Todd.
Yeah, including
Todd, if you could grab Elise, she's available. I'm trying to add her as a panelist. It doesn't work for me. If you could add Elise.
I got her here. Hold on. Let's grab her. About the panelist. Do we have Lily or no?
No, we don't have Lily, but we have Elise.
Okay. Hey, Miss Lee, hold on. And then we're trying to grab Tatiana right now. So, Lise, you're a co-host as of now.
Okay, so we could start with her and then I'll proceed.
Hey, Lise.
Hey, how are you?
So, for those you don't know, Lise is an ambassador from many countries because she lives all over the place. But we always refer to as one of our French ambassadors. And of course, she's actually in Los Angeles. She's going to continue her tour of the United States. But Lise, welcome.
Thank you.
Excited to have you here. And I'm trying to grab Tatiana. There we go. Found you, Tatiana.
Tu peux parler en anglais, sinon je vais traduire.
Oui, tu vas me traduire.
Ouais.
Unbelievable.
So one of the things that was just really, really cool, guys, is that the last day, the company obviously took everyone shopping at Louis Vuitton. We'll be talking about that. Then they took us to this, incredible steakhouse. We had this private room, and they had the Christmas tree in it, and they had these carolers. Like old-fashioned carolers dressed up as, with the sideburns and the top hats and the bow tie, the same kind of thing you'd see in any kind of a Disney Christmas movie. And they were unbelievable. I mean, I couldn't believe how talented they were. But they came in and they were singing all these Christmas songs. They were really, 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 really good. Unexpected, right? Well, next thing you know, I mean, that got, there was different tables. We kind of had our French table. We had our Ukrainian, Slavic, Russian table. We had our Spanish table. We had our English table, right? Because we're an international company. We're in lots of different languages. I mean, next thing you know, it started with Camila Peraza and Adela, and Dave singing Christmas songs in Spanish. Well, then Igor and Andrew got up and sang Christmas songs in Ukrainian. And then, Lise and Lily and Danny were singing Christmas songs in French. And it was, I mean, again, you could have been there. It was this just incredible, magical Christmas moment where you're watching the celebration of people know and love and care about. But they come from different parts of the world. They speak different languages. They have different songs. And you're all getting to share it, right? And it was just absolutely incredible. So it was very, very touching. But while we were on the trip, while we were literally on the ambassador vacation, we had somebody rank advance, and that was Miss Tatiana. She became a 1-star ambassador while we were on the trip. We were literally at one of the dinners, and she's over there just texting up a mile a minute, right? I mean, everyone else is eating, and Tatiana's over there doing like this. She was chasing it down. I mean, she had it in her sights, chased it down, blew past it, but a brand new 1-star ambassador. That is a dadgum big deal. Miss Tatiana, congratulations to you and Ark.
Thank you.
She's a woman of many words, guys. I've told you 1,000 times, right? You don't have to be extroverted. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to say a lot of things. You just have to share it, right? Tatiana, you're a 1-star ambassador. Thank you. Guys, you heard it here first, right? So anyway, Miss Tatiana, I know, maybe we can get 3 words out of you for the 1-star ambassador, right? I mean, 1-star ambassador, right? It's 3 words. You only gave me 2. Thank you.
Okay.
You owe me 1 more word.
Well, good morning, everyone. We had an amazing experience being with a company with David and Adela and all successful leaders this week. And it happened to be that I was so close to getting to 1-star ambassador. And I'll say more than 3 words about it. If it wasn't for David and Adela, if it wasn't for their wisdom in creating such a platform for us to be on, if it wasn't for greatest leaders that have gathered together in Travorium, which I'm amazed of, I have never seen so many good, wise, nice, friendly, loving people in one place like that. And if it wasn't for our team, because truly what makes us succeed, what makes us win is our team that we work with on a daily basis. And when everyone comes together as a team, and when they see that someone is about to go rank advance, when someone needs a little push, when someone needs a little help, when they get together and they help you to make that happen, to me, this is beyond anything I've seen in my life. I have truly never seen people cheer for you, people wanting you to go up a rank, and they're so happy for you, and they're happy to make you that happen as far as your sponsors, your leadership, and the team that is just building it with you. So all of that, I have way too many emotions. I have had such an experience. I did not expect it to be at our ambassador vacation trip, but it came from all different sides. This was very first ambassador trip. We've never vacationed with successful leaders like that. We have never been pampered like this. I mean, anything and everything, starting from checking into hotel, the best view. I am from Seattle, and guess what? I had they have panoramic windows, and I had Space Needle in my window. And I didn't even have the drapes closed at night because I wanted to see all the lights and the beauty of Las Vegas, the lights. And then, of course, every dinner, the show, the Louis Vuitton, all the gifts. And what's interesting, most gifts came even before time, before we even went there. Gifts come, and I look at my back office and I go, wow, what is that for? Because remember, everything is new to me, to us. We've never been on any trips like that. And Daryl was saying that this is one of the best. I have not seen other ones. So this is for me like too much to take, too much to understand. And the love keeps coming in every form of it. And this is also overwhelming for me. And I'm so happy to be part of this company, to be with people like you guys are, where you don't feel intimidated, but you feel like this is your family, to participate in so many different activities, and you know that you're with the best people in the world.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank you to
Well said,
everyone.
well said, well said. And to remind everybody, we are going to get to the announcements, the enhancements, and those kinds of things. But to remind everybody, the ambassador trip, the company gave all the ambassadors airfare money to fly to Las Vegas, Nevada. They put us up in 5-star accommodations. I looked at the windows overlooking the entire Vegas Strip. There was the Wynn, the Encore, the Venetian, the Palazzo. I mean, you could see the entire Strip. It was just absolutely gorgeous, right? They then obviously took us to shows. They took us to dinners. They took us shopping at Louis Vuitton. Well, before we even got there, right before we left, all the ambassadors looked in their back office, and out of the blue, I mean, it was never part of the trip. It was never part of the deal. Everyone looked at their back office. There was $2,300 from the company, right? Spending cash. Have a great time in Vegas. So we're there, and they already gave us money. And we woke up Wednesday, the day we were going to have the breakfast with Dave and Adele, and they're going to make announcements. And we, you looked in your back office, there was another $1,000 there. It said, hey, by the way, Merry Christmas. And then we went to this thing, and they were handing out laptops and Apple computers, and they did it in a fun way. It was this whole gift thing, right? That everyone got to draw a number, and then you got to go up and you had to pull a card. And if you had the Ace of Hearts, you got the top card. If you got the King of Hearts, you got the second top card. I mean, what are the odds Dale and Maria draw the ace and the king? I mean, they kept the cards. Look at that. Anyway, so if you have the highest card, you could go steal anyone else's gift. Like basically, you're taking my gift, I'm taking your gift, right? If you had the higher card. And so it was like this whole fun gift exchange. There were no bad gifts, right? The worst gift there was like we had like $200 cash in it, right? I mean, so it didn't matter which gift you got, you were a winner, but it just created this fun moment. And then when we were doing the Louis Vuitton, it's for the new people, not the pre-existing people. And sure enough, the company made the announcement, hey, for everyone that's been on the ambassador experience before, Maria and like my wife, Gina, like Deborah Taylor and Danny and Lise and Lily, right? Because we've all done it before. Guess what? We're going to give you guys $1,000 to spend at Louis Vuitton on top of the $1,000 cash, on top of the $2,300 cash, on top of all of the gifts, on top of the 5-star accommodations, on top of the dinners, on top of the show, on top. And it was like, guys, and that wasn't even the best part. The best part was when you were there with all of the other ambassadors, when you're there with, just amazing champions. When you're there with Lisa and Cynthia and Deborah, and you're there with Igor and Andrew, and you're there with Tatiana and Daryl and Maria, and you're there with David and Adela, guys, it's this unbelievable atmosphere. It's this incredible camaraderie. It's this incredible family, this kind of, that you're building with Camilo and everybody else. And it's hard to articulate. We even sat there at breakfast and said, how do you go back and articulate the feelings, the moment, the incredible fellowship, the big squeezes and hugs of your fellow ambassadors from all over the world, the moments. It's hard to do, right? We're attempting to do it by inviting a lot of people on here, but it's hard to do. So, hey, gentlemen, I'm going to throw it over to you guys for a little bit. Let's see if we can't get Danny and Coach D and Cynthia in here.
Okay. Yeah, Todd, again, I 35 years, and we've never seen this before. And every time we go somewhere with David and Adele and the rest of the group, it just seems to get bigger and better. And guys, we're still a small company in comparison to, other companies that are out there. And if we're doing this now, can you imagine when we actually hit momentum in the next couple of years? What's going on? I mean, that's an extra almost almost $5,000 extra just here. Have fun. We want you to have the best time of your life, and they already pay us, just amazingly anyway. And again, most CEOs would not do that. I've never been to an event or a conference, even for the leadership, and they're just handing out money like this and handing out purses. And well, we had to add a little bit extra to for Maria's purse, but Todd, it's just tough putting in the words. I'll put it this way, that anybody that becomes an ambassador, your life is dramatically going to change. So Tatiana was just saying it, the love, the fellowship, the respect for one another, really got a chance, this time hung out with Igor and Andrew and Tatiana, your husband's name, forget his name. Art, just, because I never really had this type of time before. Guys, these are just the most amazing people on the planet Earth. As amazing as these guys are in building and growing their business, they're just as nice that way. And they look at you like you're something very special, and they make you feel special. And we're trying to make them feel special. It's like we talked about in the training last week, by your candle does not lose anything by lighting somebody else's candle. And it was just a bunch of candles lighting everybody's candle. And it was just exciting, but just some of the most amazing people out there. And it starts with David and Adela. Todd, I always have a great time with you and Gina. You guys are just two of the most amazing people out there. And I can assure you guys, in the history of White Elephant, and Kayla, you just mentioned that it was a different twist on the White Elephant. There is nobody that had gifts like this at the White Elephant. MacBook Pros, Chrome computers, $400 ear.
The Beat headphones.
Yeah, I mean, again, you just never have played. We played that game before, but you can only spend $5. You can't go more than $10 on a gift. Guys, we're talking thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. And David and Adela, they showed up and they showed out. They made us feel very special, so many different ways here. And Maria, I just, we talked about it every single night. Is it going to get better tomorrow? Is it going to be better on Tuesday? Is it going to be better on Wednesday? And each day just got better in there. What's your take on this?
It just was fabulous. I mean, there's no way for us to express how we felt at that exact moment, but just imagine all the joy, all the love, everything in your heart, and just seeing friends that you haven't seen in a long time, and also new friends that you talk to or that you know of, and that you just, you're just so glad to finally meet them, like Lise and Lily, and
unbelievable.
Tatiana, just hugging people that you haven't seen in a long while. And it was so great to meet them and go through that and have them experience, because one thing for you to experience it, like, Tatiana, you said, one thing for you to go through it, but your first time at an ambassador trip, it's just like, wow. And imagine this trip, because we've seen other trips, and just imagine this was the best one ever. And it's so incredible to know that, David and Dilla, they poured their whole heart and soul into it. And you can tell that from every aspect, from the show that we went to, the Awakening show, which was really great, to all the things that we experienced, the dinners and everything. It just was so in tune. All the ambassadors were on the same level and just loving and enjoying each other.
What do you have to say about Adela? I was just watching Adela at the Louis Vuitton, and she is just really, guys, we're
like a kid on Christmas morning.
Yeah, she did. And like a proud
let me set
mother
this
hen
up
too.
Yeah, it's just so. Normally, you have people that are just people and they do certain things. She had pure joy in her heart, walking around to the ambassadors, and just was so excited. They were getting this purse, they were getting this scarf, they were getting this belt, they were getting this and that. She actually seemed like she had more fun and joy giving it away and advising people than anything. What did you take just
yeah.
on her?
Yeah, just, I mean, that you could just tell, because it's just like, you know, when you give gifts, the gift of giving, it's way more, and they say that way
Most
more,
people are like this.
way more than the receiving part.
Not
It's
for
just that
Adela.
joy of seeing that excitement in that person's
It was
eyes,
real,
and
real.
yeah, total real, loving. She meant it 110%. So it was really,
She was so happy
she-
for everybody.
yeah, and I loved her advice, because she was giving advice to everyone, and she was explaining things about, you know, Louis Vuitton and some of the things and intricate details and things like that. I mean, you know, I'm looking at Cynthia right now, and she just, girl, you
Yeah,
just,
she got her Louis Vuitton
Oh,
right now.
beautiful.
I mean, she
Louis
bowling.
Vuitton
She bowling on the
makes
call today.
that's just so gorgeous. But you know what? That's just incredible, and I loved it too as much.
Yeah.
I love seeing everybody's joy.
Everybody was
But
happy.
Adela, she was just on cloud bazillion, loving every moment of it. But you know, Ambassador Taylor, we want to turn it over to you to get your experience on what you felt about this week, because this was truly a beautiful and loving week. I loved it. I
Best
loved it.
week ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get your take, Ambassador Taylor.
All right. Well, I got a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I did write some things down. I woke up early this morning. I came in and not was feeling good. I'm actually on my way. I actually am in Phoenix getting ready to go on an 8-day, 7-night getaway. And so I left Vegas, but I think all of the smoke and going back and forth, but I'm telling you, it was worth everything. And to see my friend, to see her, my friend and her husband, Cynthia and Mike, and all of you guys shopping. It was just amazing to me. Someone asked me, this is my actually second Louis Vuitton experience, but I had one in Venice. And so they asked me which was better. This is better. This was better. And in the sense that for me, I got to share it with some of the American ambassadors, Igor, who came to our conference in March, and he kept saying, you changed my life, you know, and to hear that, actually just, you know, even the French team, everybody was so kind, down to Camilio, Camilio, Danny, we all have been here. And so when you watch the evolution of this, you know, people, you know, I said, don't hate, celebrate. We paid the price. Me and Danny got some battle scars, you know, and Maria and Daryl and Ty, we have some battle scars. But to become an ambassador should be your goal. And it wasn't not my goal. And so I was sitting there this morning and I was in prayer. And one of the things, we had 12 ambassadors there, 12. And so I know that Apostle Wilson had just recently did a teaching on the power of 12. The power of 12 carries many symbols. It represents perfection. And this conference, leadership conference, was perfection. 12 also holds the power of strength. And I know that there's strength in numbers, and there's power in that. And so it is the number of leadership in the Bible. The Lord took 12 people and he turned the world upside down. And what the Lord told me is that this 12 will turn the world upside down. Now there's going to be more to come and more to come and more to come. But this 12 created a new beginning for Travorium, with harmonic partnerships. There was no jealousy in the room. There was no envy. And that's what she was speaking to. There was no envy in the room. There was, even though we stole Daddy's gift and his partner gave it back to him, you know, I really wanted that eye pearl, but it's all good. I got a chrome. And, but there was no jealousy. He still loved us. Right. And then the Lord showed me that you got to be on the positive end of change. And I believe that Travorium is on the positive end of change. It was a divine message this week. And but Todd always talked about the biblical principles of network marketing. And I believe that we saw it. We were encouraged. we were optimistic to change our lifestyle. My life will be forever changed. I'm I got more years behind me than I do in front of me. And so to see this, to witness this as a pioneer, as Adela will call me in the company, is amazing. So I just want the people out there, the partners out there, to understand that God has no respect to person. The ambassador trip was wonderful. They done told you all the perks, but I want you to hold a divine space in your heart, because God has a divine space for you in the life of Travorium if you stick and stay. I want you to learn to understand what it means to go and to leave behind all of the negativity and any negative, oh, well, that's them, to leave all that behind. This is training, right? Because some people throw all that stuff away. We are not having no negative energy. We are moving in purpose. Moving in purpose, beloved. And the Travorium Ambassadors lifestyle is for everyone. And I was telling Daryl and Maria, I said, I am the proof. I'm the proof that you can go from unemployment. I am the proof that you could be seasoned. I am the proof that you can go from not having a job to 6 figures in 4 years. I am the proof. I'm the proof. That's it. And so that's what the Lord gave me. He says, everybody will reach their full potential if they want to, but God has a season in which you will shine. And so Todd and Daryl and Maria, Cynthia, Tatiana, Camilio, all of us, Lisa, he will have a season in which we will shine. And this is just our season. Danny talks about the wave. Each of us have had our own wave in the business. The French team had their wave. And Igor and them is having their wave. And I had my wave. And we all gonna have a wave all about the same time, because God's getting ready to do something in 2024. So I just wanted to say that as far as all the stuff, they outdid it. And I was very pleased. I look at Adela and David as my friends, but David came over to me and he said, Mama Taylor, how we do? I said, we did good, David. And I said, you did wonderful. I said, and the other thing was, I said, the team was even hitting me up about our name being on the menu. Our name was, I remember when we used to get water. And we have come along. We got a whole meal. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to appreciate where we are now. And so I'm done. I'm getting ready to go to an 8-day, 7-night vacation. I paid $150.17 for that week. And then my children will join me on December 23rd. We will spend Christmas in Phoenix. And they got their room, because y'all know I don't sleep. My team know I don't sleep with people. I don't do that. My husband gonna be with Jesus. So, but my children have their own room because they belong to the club, and we got it for $184. When I went to check what the week cost for just that week, it was over $2,000, y'all. Over $2,000. So I get to stay in beautiful Phoenix, get some sunshine. And I am definitely excited for all God is getting ready to do in this business. So thank you, Ty, for allowing me to speak. I'm going to get packed and get myself on up out of here.
Love you, Coach. Love you, Coach Taylor. Miss Cynthia, you and Mike are back home?
We are back home, but just for a couple of days. Just for a couple of days, because Monday we are on our way to Jamaica on a world tour. Oh my goodness. I know a lot of, of our members are going to be in Jamaica with us. And so I had to wear my gift from the company while I can, because it's not going to be cold over there. And it matches my hat perfectly. And I tell you, you guys, I'm still finding gifts. I looked in the luggage that they gave us, and I had pulled out the polo shirts. But as I was unpacking when I got home, I said, they gave us t-shirts too? I'm like, this is just way over the top. recognition, you guys. It truly, truly is. You know, it totally, totally, totally exceeded my expectation. You know, I knew about the Louis Vuitton experience that we were going to have, and I, you know, knew that was going to be very nice because anything Louis, you know, is going to be first class. But all the surprises along the way, it was just overwhelming. And you guys, you're listening and hearing from veterans in this industry. So we know about recognition. We've been on top, you know, earner vacations. We've done a lot of different things. We truly have. But the difference here is the way it was done, you guys, and just the small details, and just, you know, Adela and David Hart wanting this to be so special for us. I mean, doing things, you know, at the spur of the moment. Oh, let's give them another $1,000 because Vegas is expensive. You know, let's give them their bonus pool money early because they're here, you know, on vacation. I mean, just, you know, things like that over and over and over. I mean, our CEO and First Lady of Travorium, you know, they flew in on, you know, a private jet. I think that was what, Tuesday night or something like that, or maybe Monday night. And, you know, they hadn't even been, you know, in the hotel a good hour, and they were pulling all the ambassadors together on the 66th floor of this incredible, you know, lounge area. And you talk about an amazing view, you guys, and just picked up the tab for all of our drinks and everything. I mean, those are the type of caring people that we are in partnership with. You guys, it makes all the difference in the world. The leadership. You can have the best of everything. We could have all of our vacations for $1, you know, but guess what? If the leadership, if the head at the top is not, you know, sensible person and knows business and care about people and a servant leader, you guys, that company is not going to last. We all have stories about companies that we were very excited about in the beginning, but month after month, you know, down the road, you're like seeing the red flags flying, and you're like, oh my God, I better be looking for something else. And one of my members, my team member said, you guys look so happy, you know, you and your husband on the trip. I said, girl, you have no idea. Just knowing that this is home, just knowing that you don't have to be, you know, looking over your shoulder, you know, wondering, you know, what is going to happen next month, you know, wondering, you know, what the other leaders are saying about you and, you know, trying to do to you, you know, and I've had it all, you guys. And so what I'm saying is we have something very, very special here. And Ambassador Taylor and myself, we made a pact, and I think it's a good pact for all the ambassadors to make a pact. At the very least, we want to bring one new person to the next, you know, ambassador experience. I call it an experience. I don't call it a vacation. I don't call it a trip, because it is truly, truly an experience, you guys. We all are used to nice things. You know, we're all used to being appreciated because we're leaders. But I'm telling you, you guys, this is next level. This is next level. And one of the phrases that my husband and I have said throughout the years, and we always laugh when we say it, you know, when something, you know, like this happened, is, oh, you know, the, you know, embarrassment of riches. You know, I mean, it's just so overwhelming, you guys. But guess what? I'll take it every day. I will get accustomed. I will get accustomed. And so we're excited, as you can see, but we want you there too. And let me just end with this, you guys. I watched this last year. I watch the ambassadors just like you're watching right now as a 1-star director. So don't tell me that you cannot be on that next ambassador experience. I watched, Ambassador Taylor go to the Louis Vuitton experience. I watched her, pick out her bag. I watched her, being on the, rented service, the limo that they had. I watched all that, and it was that day. I remember sitting in my chair and I said, you know what? The next one, I'm going to be there. And you guys, I went to work. I went from having everybody say, I don't know, it's the pandemic. I don't know if people are traveling. I don't know, to joining my team. So what changed? What changed was me. And I was like, I'm going to figure this thing out. I'm going to go for the nose that, Todd and Daryl been training on. I'm going to get this done. You guys, it was not even a second guess. I was determined to be at that ambassador trip this year. And not only did I make it to the trip, you guys, but it just kept growing. And now I'm a 1-star ambassador. And so I say that to say, just get it going. If you're a 1-star, get to 2-star, then you can see 3-star. If you're a 3-star, get to 4-star, then you can see ambassador, you guys. Just get it going. Back to you, Todd.
Absolutely amazing, Cynthia. And again, for those you don't know, I mean, Cynthia's built massive teams in this space, been an MVP, built a downline of 14,000 people. So when she's describing, this went beyond her expectations, which she texted me several times. She's coming from a place where I've been on these kinds of trips, but I've never been on anything quite like this. And I love what you said there a moment ago, because not only were you a 1-star director 1 year ago, you didn't just qualify for the trip as an ambassador, you're a 1-star ambassador on your way to 2-star, showing that, hey guys, anybody can get this thing done. Any one of you, if you decide, right, you can be with us next year on that particular trip. Now, Cynthia, if you will, stick around for a moment, because I want to go into the comp plan enhancements, because I know that you were like doing the happy dance, right, in the middle of when Dave was doing this, right? You were like someone on the Price is Right, going, Anyway, I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to crank through it pretty fast. Hold on. Let's go share screen. And of course, the first thing we want to do when we talk about comp plan enhancements is recognize Miss Tatiana one more time as a brand new 1-star ambassador. Now, guys, as we do the comp plan, understand this is all an enhancement. Nothing has changed in any way, shape, or form until you become an ambassador. And once you become an ambassador, you have some new options. You don't have to exercise those options. You can keep building 2 legs, right? You don't have to even do what they made, the enhancement they made. You can say, nah, I'm fine. Don't care about that, right? So this is all based on, man, I just have new possibilities, new options, right? But I just want to remind you guys, we already have the greatest comp plan on the entire planet, right? There's nobody out there doing what we're doing. I did a comparison here at the bottom in green. So we pay $4.10 per day when you get 3 people. Well, guys, understand you have 160 BV left, 80 BV right. And 99% of the binaries, the most popular compensation program in the industry, they pay 10% on one leg. They pay 10% on the lesser leg. So in this case, 10% on 80 BV. In most companies, you'll be making $8 per month. With us, you're making $127 per month. You're now getting your membership at no ongoing cost to you. Well, you take that to the next level. I become a 1-star, 8 left, 8 right, 1-star director. And most companies at 600 BV left, 600 BV right. You can see the math at the bottom in green, 600 BV times 10%, and 99% of the companies, your check is $60 per month. With us, your check is not 60. Your check is $400 to $700 per month. That's why we call this a 10X compensation program. We are literally paying out 10 times as much in some cases as other companies, right? Let's go to the next level, 2-star director, 15,000 BV in left, 15,000 BV in right. You can see it in green there at the bottom. Again, whoops, forget the 15,000. I don't know. I was tired last night. I was like, one point, like falling asleep. It should be 2,000 BV left, 2,000 BV right. At least I got the math right. 2,000 BV times 10%, that would be $200 per month in most companies. With us, you're not making 200 per month, guys. You are making $1,500 to $2,500 per month. The average being $2,000 a month. We are literally 10 times as much for many people in this one example as all of the other companies in the space. 3-star director, your volume is 5,000 BV left, 5,000 BV right. Ignore the 15,000 again. I was really tired last night, but I got the math right. 5,000 BV times 10% is $500 per month in most companies. With us, your check is not $500 a month. Your check is $2,500 to $3,500 per month, right? We go to 4-star and we got 10,000 BV on the left, 10,000 BV on the right. Most companies, your check's $1,000. With us, your check is not $1,000. Your check is $4,000 to $5,000. Then we get to ambassador. Hey, it's all right here. 15,000 BV left, 15,000 BV right. Well, 15,000 times 10%. In most companies, your check is $1,500 per month. With us, your check is not $1,500 a month. It's $9,000 to $11,000 per month, with the average person being around $10,240 a month, $122,000 per year. Now, guys, this is the richest part of our pay program. If you're in baseball, like Daryl's son Aaron, who's hit all those home runs, there's a sweet spot on the bat. This is the sweet spot. When you hit it, bam, right? If you're playing golf, there's a sweet spot. This is the sweet spot. It's the ambassador, because this is where we're paying out maximum amount of money based on the volume that you bring in. Now, as your team continues to grow, which it's going to, you can become a 1-star ambassador, then at like Cynthia Sly. You can become a 3-star ambassador like Daryl and Maria, right? You can become a 4-star ambassador. Your check is going to continue to go up. But as our pay program, continues to maturate and your income goes up, it takes more volume to get to the higher levels, meaning it quits being 10x, right? It's still incredible, but it's not 10x all the way through. It's in the beginning. We took all that money that's typically at the back end of a compensation program and we put it at the front side so that real everyday people can make some real bill paying money. Now, a lot of people, that's why I put my spouse in. That's why I wanted to put somebody else in, because I want to stay in the 10x zone. I want to stay in the zone where, man, I'm doing 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star ambassador, because this is where my personal efforts have the maximum return on time investment, right? The maximum return on people that are in the business. This is the sweet spot. So when you get to an ambassadorship and you're making 10 grand a month, you're now a cash flow millionaire, by the way, guys, right? You've got $10,000 per month coming in. You would need to invest $2 million at a 5% rate of return in order to make 10 grand per month. Keep in mind, in order to have $2 million to invest, you got to make $4 million before taxes to have $2 million after taxes to go invest, make your 5% rate of return. Don't know where you're doing that at, to make 10 grand a month. So understand that when you become an ambassador, you are a cash flow millionaire. Well, the only thing better than having one ambassadorship is having 2 ambassadorships. And so you guys may not know this, but when the company was first launched, right, we first did the compensation program. It was a 3-legged structure. We had to go out and build 3 legs. Daryl Maria had to build 3 legs. Daryl, how did you become a 2-star when you first got started? You got to unmute.
We had to develop 3 legs. We had 13, 13, and 13.
13, right?
That got
13,
us to
13, and 13, and that made you a 2-star director. Well, the company said, hey, let's take it down to 2 legs to create more spillover, more duplication when people are first getting started. Well, that 3rd leg has always been there. When you look in your back office, you don't see it, but it's there. The company's now allowing that to be opened back up. That when you become an ambassador, the first person that goes in the 3rd leg is you, number 2. This is now your second business. This is ambassador 2 position. And guess what? That spot can go build 2 legs all over again, just like the first spot did. You can go 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star. You can become an ambassador all over again. So I built an ambassadorship in the first position, and now I built an ambassadorship in the second position, which means I'm making $9,000 to $11,000 per month on the first position. I'm making $9,000 to $11,000 per month on the second position. Now, keep in mind, your first position can still go 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, ambassador, duplication is going to do its thing. But I can take my personal efforts and keep those in the 10x zone. I can keep those in the area of, man, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and I can go, do that all over again. Now, once I become an ambassador in my second position, well, guess what? The company's going to give me a third position, and I get to go do it all over again. And I can go out and drive another 188 on the left and another 188 on the right, and I can go out and make myself another $9,000 to $11,000 per month. So I now did it in the first position. I did it in the second position. I'm now doing it in the third position. And guys, this, you can continue to do this. There's no lack of the number of times you can do it. So let's just do a quick comparison. To become an ambassador takes 376 people, right? If I went out and did that 10 times, I would have 3,760 memberships, but I would be making $100,000 per month. Okay. Now, if we compare that to, again, our comp plan is unbelievable. It's amazing. But let's take 3-star ambassadorship as an example. If you want to be a 3-star ambassador, you need 1,250 platinum memberships in your left leg. You need 1,250 platinum memberships in your right leg. You are now making $20,000 to $22,000 per month. Unbelievable. You're making 240 to, $250,000 a year in income. That's amazing. But I can make the same amount of money with 752 memberships, not 2,500, by doing it the way I described a moment ago. In fact, if you go back to this example right here, I went ambassador 1, ambassador 2, ambassador 3. I'm now at $30,000 per month, and I've got a much smaller team than Dale and Maria Roberts do right this moment, because I could stay in the 10x zone. I could go just do the 10x and then do it all over again, Let's continue. Let's again go back to our ambassador position here, where you're making the same amount of money. So right here, so 3-star ambassador is paying $20,000 to $22,000 per month, and they have to have 2,500 memberships. You can get the exact same thing done, exact same amount of money, by going ambassador once, 376 people, go ambassador twice, another 376, 750 people, and I'm making the same exact amount of money as a 3-star ambassador. But I don't have 2,500 people. I've only got 700. Let's give another example. 4-star ambassador. They're making 30 grand a month. It takes 5,000 memberships to become a 5-star ambassador. Or I could go ambassador 1 time, go ambassador 2 times, ambassador 3 times. With just 1,128 people, I'm making 30,000 per month. The same as a 4-star ambassador, guys. And you can just continue to do this. There's no lack as to how many times you guys can go out. And so just to give you a couple more examples, if you wanted to go out and, for example, be a 4-star ambassador, it's 3,000. So what's this one here? Let me go to this next one. I had another example here. All right, here we go. Let's go to the chart here. All right, so this is our normal compensation program, guys. So you got ambassador, 1-star ambassador, 2-star ambassador, 3-star ambassador, right? And that's how many memberships it takes. And you can see the corresponding income on the far right, okay? So if I'm an ambassador, it takes 376 total memberships, 188 left, 188 right, and I'm making 10,240. If I'm a 1-star ambassador, it takes 750 memberships, I'm making 14 grand a month. If I'm a 2-star ambassador, it takes 1,500 memberships, I'm making 18 grand a month. If I'm a 3-star ambassador, it takes 2,500 memberships, I'm making 22 grand a month. If I'm a 4-star, it takes 5,000 memberships, I'm making 33 grand a month. If I'm a 5-star ambassador, it takes 7,500 memberships, and I'm making $40,000 per month. Now, let's assume that those same memberships were spread over you doing ambassador not once, but 2 times, 3 times, right? So we're going to add our chart here. Look at the chart there in the far outside yellow. For the same number of memberships, right? Ambassadors exactly the same. Nothing's changed, right? 376 is still 10,240. But if I do, to become a 1-star ambassador, it takes 750 memberships. Or if I did ambassador 1, right? 188 left, 188 right, 376. I do ambassador 2, did it again. I'm making 20 grand a month, not 14 grand a month, okay? So go to 2-star ambassador, it takes 1,500 memberships. Well, if I did that, It's like going ambassador 4. I could go ambassador 4 times with the same number of memberships. I'm not making 18 grand a month. I'm making 40,000 per month. If I were to go 3-star ambassador, it's like going ambassador 6.5 different times, meaning the number of people that's represented. So instead of making 22 grand a month, I'm making 65,000 per month. If I want to become a 4-star ambassador, I could go ambassador 13 different times. Rather than making 33 grand a month, I'm making 133,000 per month. And if I want to become a 5-star ambassador, I could go ambassador 20 different times, and I'm making 204,000 per month instead of $40,000 per month. Guys, there's no limit to how many times you can do this. Now, by the way, as you're building these extra ambassadorships, this is still building the income of your top position. When you get to the point that you have 5,000 memberships in your leg 1, 5,000 in leg 2, 5,000 in leg 3, in addition to all of the other money I showed you, the top position's now making $744,000 per year. When you get to 10,000 memberships in leg 1, 2, and 3, and in case you're wondering, yes, all of the volume from business 2, 3, 4, 5, all of these different ambassadorships, all of that volume rolls up to the top spot. When I get to 10,000 in volume in left 10,000 memberships in leg 1, 2, and 3, I'm over $1 million a year. When I get to 15,000 memberships in leg 1, 2, and 3, I'm at 1.3 million per year. And keep in mind that I'm also earning all of the income from all of the other ambassadorships, guys. There's no limit to how much money you can make. I don't expect you to comprehend it all the moment. Just know that you can make a lot more money on a lot less people because you get to stay in the 10x zone. I go drive ambassador, 10 grand. I'm given a brand new spot, drive ambassador, another 10 grand a month. Given a brand new spot, I drive another ambassadorship, another 10 grand a month. Now, my first spot might be 1-star, 2-star ambassador. By the time my third spot's ambassador, my first spot's still going up in income, but I'm generating new $10,000 incomes that can also go up to 20, 30, right? There's no lack. My second position can go 3-star ambassador like Daryl Maria. My first position could go 5-star ambassador. My third position can go 5-star ambassador, but I can keep cranking out brand new ambassadorships and stay in the 10x zone. All right. So anyway, just a little bit of a diagram of what we did. We're going to be doing a special call with Mr. David Hart. We're going to be breaking this down again and again and again. And when you see it, you're just going to continue to be like, oh my gosh, the only thing better than owning 1 McDonald's is owning 2. The only thing better than owning 2 successful McDonald's is owning 3. That's what David Hart just gave you guys. It's unbelievable the amount of money you guys are going to make as we get you to ambassador. You'll go do it again and again and again. But Miss Cynthia, I know that you, being a compensation plan expert, you were going, ooh, I want it. Anyway, obviously, I know it was very applicable in your circumstance because you were about to go build a second position for your husband, Mike. And so when you saw this, your thoughts?
Wow, 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 wow. This is amazing. You know, I always tell the story that when I got involved with Travorium, I pretty much was a customer. And so, placing my husband at the right spot so that he could get, spill over and everything, that just was not my intention. It just was not my concern. But as I started building in this company a year ago, I was like, man, I really messed up. I really messed up because, as you see, the ambassadors and their spouse has a, nice position. I mean, that's extra money in the household. So, I made a decision that in January, I was going to start building my husband's leg. Now, he, has 0 volume. I don't know where he's at. He's lost in la la land somewhere in that binary. And so he has 0 volume on his left team and 0 volume on his right team. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to roll up my sleeves and, start building him. But you guys, when you are an ambassador, and even before you become an ambassador, there is so much benefit in having your own personals, right? And everything. So I'm like, man, I'm going to have to be giving up some of my personals. And even now, we have, sponsoring goals each, month, and you're always wondering, where should I put this person? Where should this person go? Where can I put them? Right? And so with this announcement, you guys, it has taken all of, that away. And so now my strategy is to start building that third leg. I don't have to worry about, building, underneath my husband. I don't have to worry about giving away, my personal, sponsorships to him so that he can, rank advance and all of that. I don't have to worry about any of that. And so this has totally, totally worked out for people who are in a situation like me. Maybe you're single, and you don't have a spouse account that you can, help build and everything like that, And so, maybe your spouse, is doing, something else, or they're retired, or whatever the case may be, and you just don't have that option of having those dual accounts. This is truly the answer.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention too, Cynthia, is that all of those additional ambassador positions that you're building, they're all automatically qualified by your first position, and you pay nothing for the new position, right? Big detail. They give you the position, it's free, cost you nothing, cost $0 dinero. When they give you that brand new position, you can say, you know what? I don't want to do anything with it. I don't care about that. I'm just going to go build my 2 legs, right? Miss Maria.
And I would just want to add to that, because you know what, guys, that position also has points on it. Woo! Free points. So if you're not paying a monthly for those extra positions, and you're also getting the points, right, for that third position.
Well, you're getting the cash that you can turn in and buy a $9.99 pack. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. So guys, you're given a free spot. Once you become ambassador, you're given a free spot, cost you nothing, just sitting there. If you decide to go put 3 people in it, you get to make $4.10 per day, right? Yes. Which is $1,500 a year. You can take that money and go buy a $9.99 pack. There's 2,000 points. In fact, you can buy 1.5 $9.99 packs, 3,000 points, and go on more trips. All because I sponsored 3 people. 3 people, $1,500 per year pay raise. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll take it to 1 star. I got my ambassadorship, and I'll just go put a few people and make myself an extra, $500-600 a month. Keep in mind, your brand new position is automatically qualified by your top position. So when I go 2-star director, I don't have to go get 10 people to make the $750 bonus. I've already got 10 people because of my top spot. So when I just drive 2 legs, 25-25, I'm getting the maximum bonus because it's auto qualified by my top position. And so, pretty big detail I left out there.
Yeah, well, I was waiting to talk because that was the one point that I was going to make. People are already saying this is insane, and Todd, it really truly is for those of you that want to build and develop and grow your business. Christmas just came early, but yeah, I was just going to say, it's not going to cost you anything. It's not going to charge you $125. It's not going to, you're not going to have to qualify. Your first position qualifies all of the other subsequent positions that you have. So once we dive deep into this and continue to kind of massage it with you guys here over the next few days, maybe the next few weeks or so, you guys are just going to be really, really excited, and you're going to probably increase your recruiting to get there, because now you just got an unlimited, I'll call it this way, Todd, you just got an unlimited pay raise. So again, people get paid what they're worth. And here you now have an opportunity to earn $100,000 less volume, $500,000 a year, less volume, or a month. $1 million a month, less volume. So again, it's just totally up to you. So the skill sets that I would be working on is working on exposures. How many people can I expose this to today? How many people can I expose this to, this coming week? And get very good on asking this question. Hey, if I can show you how to travel and travel for less, would you be interested in taking a look at it? Hey, are you open to making some more money outside of what you currently do? There's a couple little sentences that you need to learn, and you need to learn how to ask them on a consistent, regular basis. And if you do that, not only are you going to go ambassador, and not only are you going to go 2 times, you can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. It's 100% up to you. So again, if you've been asking for a financial blessing or a way to do it, well, ladies and gentlemen, David and Adela Hart has done it again. Now you have to work on your skill sets. So a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, you're able to build and develop this like, as like an assembly line. And that's the key here. Work on you. Read the books we talk about, 10 pages of a good book daily. Hopefully now you really understand that, because this could set you free, not only in this lifetime, but for generations to come. And your family will be proud of you and thankful that you did it. So Todd, Marie and I are blown away with these announcements, like all the other ambassadors. And again, guys, let's go to work. Let's make it happen. You can do this. I talk to people all the time and I get a bunch of no's, but I talk to a lot of people and we get some yeses as well. So it's all there for you. And if you want it, it's here.
Amen.
Yeah, by the way, a couple of things, guys. One first reminder, we're doing a back office deep dive today at 12 o'clock California time, 3 o'clock East Coast time, exactly 2 hours from now. That is going to be at meetupworld.com.
Yeah, meetupworldwide.com.
Yeah, so meetupworldwide.com. Again, meetup worldwide, meetupworldwide.com, right? And so that is exactly, we'll send out another announcement, so get with over, you need the Zoom ID, but we'll be doing a back office deep dive. Now, these have been unbelievably effective when you literally go back there and demonstrate. Now, remember, we cannot record it. We cannot stream it. Those are the rules, right? It has to be done in a private setting. But when we go back there, we just got to go city by city and pull it up for people where they can see with their own eyes. It's one thing to see it on a screen, like a slideshow, which is good. But when they're actually watching the computer, do the search, and it's pulling up the different stuff and all of the pricing, and you're clicking on it. Then we click over, we pull up Expedia, watch it do the search. It pulls up the place. We click on, okay, pay now, side by side. They're like, I mean, it's one thing to hear it. It is another thing to see it. That's why they say seeing is believing, right? And so we want to show, not tell. And you guys all can learn how to do the exact same demonstration, where this isn't a matter of, I think we're cheaper, I hope we're cheaper, I heard we're cheaper. No, you can go back there and prove in your face, unequivocally, not if, not maybe, we're in fact 50, 60, 70% less than the other guys. And as people begin to realize that we're bringing the Netflix model to travel, it is a brand new model. Now, some of you may have not seen the article that came out. I started to begin to show that last week from Bloomberg Finance. And it says that the travel industry, which is the single largest industry in the world, nothing even comes close, is about to go to become a 15 trillion. So currently it's 10 trillion. It is going to grow by 50% in the next 9 years. Guys, 5 trillion is bigger than any other industry in the world besides travel. It's going to grow by 5 trillion. It's like giving birth to a brand new industry all over again from scratch, which will become the second largest industry in the world. That is the kind of growth we are about to go through in travel. Why is it exploding? Because of people like my daughters. They no longer want things below the tree. They made that declaration 6 years ago. Right? We all have kids in our 30s. They didn't want presents anymore. We want a dream vacation. The new generation, they don't want things. They want experiences. They want to go places. They want to do things. Travel's not a luxury, but a necessity. And this travel industry, the one thing that everybody wants, when we talk about the millennials and Gen Z, they represent 2 out of every 3 breathing people on the entire planet. 2 out of every 3 human beings fall into this category. We don't want things, we want experiences. And when they go to the only model they know, the same model that's been around since the 1700s, 265 years old, they double and jack the price up on everything, making travel untenable, making travel very expensive. We're bringing the Netflix model where people can book travel 50, 60, 70. We can prove that. And as the word continues to spread, as we get bigger and bigger, you begin to build more and more momentum. You hit a tipping point where people know, wow, this is something different. This is special. It's already begun. We've already kind of begun the pre-momentum, if you will. And you guys are going to crank out ambassadorship after ambassadorship after ambassadorship after ambassadorship. Keep in mind, all those ambassadorships, just because I start the second one doesn't mean the first one quit growing. It's going to quit growing, going 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, but I'm working on the second one. I'm staying in the 10X zone where my personal efforts are getting maximum return on investment. I mean, again, there has never, ever been anything in any way, shape, or form. Daryl's done this industry 35 years. Me and Cynthia in that 30-year category, 29-year category. She started when she was like 5. And so, we're in that category. There's never been anything like this in the industry before, right? And so, guys, we have something special. We got a company, it's 11th year. They pay on time every time, as they have for the past 10 years. And we have owners, guys, just this past week alone. In addition to the only thing that was promised was a vacation. Here's airfare, 5-star accommodations, taking you amazing shows, amazing dinners. What else do you want? And on top of that, something that was never promised, never even hinted between the cash and the gifts we were given. It was $5,000 to each ambassador. We got $4,300 in cash, plus the laptop, plus the headphones, plus the cash, whatever it was. Ballpark $5,000 per ambassador, never in any way, shape, or form promised to anybody or hinted. They did it from the love of their heart. When you have owners that have that kind of love, that kind of commitment to getting you paid, doing things that have never been done before, right? As we enter the new year, January 1 is not but 14, 15 days away. You need to start dreaming bigger dreams. You need to get your expectations up. You need to get out the pen and paper and do the thing this year that maybe you've never done and start writing down some of the things that you want to do. You need to make that commitment like Cynthia, make that pact. Man, I'm going to be on the next ambassador trip, and then I'm bringing somebody with me, right? You need to start raising the level of thinking. By the way, we have a training that's going to happen in Miami, January the 5th and 6th, right? We have the yacht experience on the 5th. We got the training on the 6th. It's not too late to get there. It's like 3 weeks away. Buy a ticket, get there. You can start right there, man. You know what? You know what I want for Christmas? I'm going to go to the Miami training. You know why? Because I'm changing my life. That's why. I'm going to change my life. And the only way for things to change is for me to change. The only way for things to get better is for me to get better. It's always been the case, right? It is an inside out job. So with that, I know we got the deep dive coming up. I know we're 10 minutes after. Daryl, Maria, I'll throw it back over to you for the final words. If Tatiana wants to come back on and say something, Coach D, Cynthia, but I'll throw it to you guys. Hey, by the way, boy, I've got one more thing. Daryl, Maria, you guys were unbelievable. By the way, I mean, we went and had this unbelievable experience, guys, at Top Golf. And here's a picture. All the ambassadors there at Top Golf. And Daryl and Maria arranged for that whole thing. Didn't cost anybody any money. They arranged for everyone to go there at Top Golf. We got food 50% off. They set the whole thing up. It was absolutely incredible. I know we had almost everybody, because I know, Cynthia, you were getting ready for the ambassador trip, right? I mean, because people want to get, it's a big thing. They want to get dressed up. We didn't have Coach D, but we had a lot of them there, and it was absolutely epic. And then yesterday morning, we're sitting there having breakfast with, Ambassador Deborah Taylor, Tatiana. It was me, Gina, Daryl, Maria, right? Then they insist on buying breakfast for everybody, right? Like, what are you doing? I tried to put a credit card in there, and I got almost got smacked by Maria. So anyway, so you guys were unbelievable. I mean, absolutely incredible. Driving people around in that beautiful BMW, that SUV that you guys had, and taking people here and there and everything else, and staying up to wee hours. In fact, I had a guy that I met in the gym. It was a great moment. We were in the gym with Adela Hart, and Adela Hart wanted to go take a selfie. So we go take a selfie, and then while we're doing the selfie, this guy says, "Hey, you want me to take the picture?" So he comes over to take the picture. And so when he's done doing that, I start talking to him. And he's a ref. I'm asking questions, all that kind of stuff. And he literally says to me, "Yeah, I'm a rep, but I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something extra. But it's got to be something where it's flexible, where I can kind of work at my hours, my time, right?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm your guy." Anyway, so this is him and I had the gym together, right? That's Terrence. It was his birthday that day. And so the next day, I think it was midnight, And
Yeah.
he says, hey, I'm just getting back to the hotel. Can we hook up? I said, yeah. I called Daryl. I go, hey, Daryl, what are you doing? He goes, man, I'm just wiped out. I'm getting in bed right now. I'm like, man, we got a prospect. He goes, I'll be there. I mean, that's how he is. I'll be there. The guy was wiped out, but if it's game time, I'm putting my uniform on and I'm going to be there. And so he comes down. We're talking to him. Then Danny happens to come by, and Timmy and Lily and Lise. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm in. And so anyway, I mean, guys, while we're sitting there having fun, you guys could do the same thing anywhere. You know why? Because you can get Daryl on the phone anytime. You can get Cynthia on the phone. You can get Ambassador Deborah Taylor on the phone. You can get me on the phone. You can get Danny on the phone. You can get us on Zooms. All you have to do is tap into it. So with that, guys, thank you. I'll throw it over to you guys for all the closing stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is just so unbelievable. I'm gonna use your word, but it's just incredible, all the things that, the comp plan enhancements, the experience this whole week. It's been absolutely wonderful. And Todd, Daryl, when you guys are just in the flow, you're in the flow, you're just attracting people all over the place. So that's what happens, no matter what happens, you go out there, it's not happening, just keep doing it, because you got to keep doing the wrong thing until the right thing happens to you. So it's important for you guys to keep knowing that you're going to go through the nose, you're going to go through people, but you got to keep it consistent, because eventually it'll flow back and it'll keep flowing back, and it's inevitable what's going to happen to you guys in keeping your business growing. But I want to encourage you, what Todd talked about too as well, was the Miami event. If you can do whatever it is to get there, that's really important, and that will set your 2024 off to the next level. So you want to make sure that you get there, get your tickets, guys, because the price set to increase is happening on Wednesday, December 20th. So you want to make sure you get your tickets. It's only $125. When we say only, it's because we've been to events before where it's thousands of dollars to come to an event like this. So you want to make sure you get your tickets. $125. It's only going to be $125 up until December 20th. After that, it's going up to $175. And that's only going to be through December 29th. And then if you're going to wait till you get at the door, which is okay because you're still there, it's $200 cash only at the door. So keep that in mind. But we want to make sure that you guys do whatever it takes to get out there. When we talk about that, that's the experience of launching your business. That is where you will launch your business for 2024 and beyond. You have to be there. You got to surround yourself with the positive people, the people that are successful, making it happen. And that's something that you definitely want to make sure that you're attending that event. Even if you're not having success now, it's okay. You got to surround yourself with successful people so that you get those vibes that are happening. But be there, not only for yourself, but make sure that your team is there too as well. And that's so key. So I just wanted to make sure and emphasize what you were talking about, Todd, when we talked about how very important it is for people to be there at Miami.
Unbelievable. And Todd, again, just a shout out to you and Gina, well, all the ambassadors. Yeah. But Todd, you are literally the best networker that I've met in my entire life. It's not even close. And the type of man you are and the type of amazing woman Gina is, it is just a true honor to hang out with you and talk with you literally every day. Todd and I are doing 3-ways conference calls every single day. So you are the very best of the best. And it's an honor for me to, share some of this life with you and Gina. So I want to say that, guys, right now, I'm strictly looking for those that understand what needs to be done right now. If you're willing to make close out December, and go as hard as you can, and looking for 2024 to be the best year ever, and you don't mind rolling up your sleeves, going to work, even when somebody's going to smack you right in the face, and you're going to go through all the ups and downs, the negative, the valley of disappointment, all of that, but you're going to go through that and persevere. I'm looking for you. I don't care who you are. If you're that person on our team and you want to step up and go to the next level, we promise we're going to step our game up to a whole nother level. We want to see how many people we can help get to ambassador, how many people we can help, change their financial destiny. And that's what we want to do. And the last thing I'm going to say here, and everybody, I said it before, but it is so apropos here. Good things come to those who wait but only those things left by those who hustle. So God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much. Cynthia, tell Mike we said what's happening. Always great to hang out with him. He's just a cool brother. I'll put it that way. Mike is a cool brother.
He's
I'll
amazing.
say that much.
And you're going to Jamaica. Have an unbelievable time in
Yes,
Jamaica.
so fun.
Deborah's going to Arizona. Danny's going to Haiti. Lisa and Lily are touring LA. All the ambassadors are out traveling, having fun, guys. We're getting paid $5,000 bonuses we weren't expected to go have fun. Whose side are you on? Anyway, guys, we'll see you on the deep dive 2 hours from now. Be on the deep dive, hour and 45 minutes from now. Be on the deep dive.
Load it up, guys. Let's go to work. My phone is sitting there. Who's going to be the first one?
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Cynthia. Congratulations, Tatiana.